Shalom, shalom, and peace and blessings to everyone. I'll be doing something a little different. I'll be showing my presentation instead of editing the actual video. But first, I want to get started with this title. It says Negro Indians, not natives. So I'll be talking about how America tries to dim down this word Native American and how they try to make it seem like they wasn't black or they wasn't white either, but they try to make it seem like they were light, which makes no sense because that's not actually, a thing. If you become light by intermixing with something or someone. But I want to go to this scripture, Ecclesiasticus 41. So we'll be moving on from this one. So is there even any scripture that concerning this topic? Let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus 41. This is from the KJVA version, the Apocrypha. This is KJVA is basically the hidden lost books, if you want to say, that they don't show us. But anyway, it says here, great travail is created for every man, and a heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam from the day that they go out of their mother's womb to the day that they return to the mother of all things. Now, I already confirmed that Adam was indeed a black man in Genesis. So if you don't understand this topic, go back to that video. I believe it's called I believe it's called the Adam the Negro, something like that. So that's what we'll be talking about. But here it says a heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam. Now, the sons of Adam are indeed Negroes, right? The children of Israel, right? And this word yoke is in Hebrew to severe bondage, afflict someone. So this people is getting afflicted, subjected, always included out of something, right? Always not in the picture, always getting afflicted all the time. So, but we want to get to this topic. Who are these people they call Indians, right? Everybody say Indians. That's why I don't celebrate these pagan holidays, because half of those Indians, those was the children of Israel got slaughtered, right? Those are the black people. So they basically killing black people, and us black people celebrate it, which makes no sense. That's why I stay away from all those pagan holidays. But so here, the word Indian in American terms is a native or inhabit. This is from the Merriam-Webster dictionary as well. So it says a native or inhabitant of India or of the East Indies, a person of Indian descent, right? American Indian, right? So let's see what the etymology dictionary of this. Indian, inhabit of India or South Asia pertaining to India. Let's see what it says here. So basically, you get the gist of this, right? Indian, inhabit of India. But here, I want to really break down this word indigo. This word indigo is a blue powder obtained from certain plants, and it's made over there in India. So I want to read this right here. So it says indigo, blue powder obtained from certain plants and used as a dye. Literally Indian from India. So this is basically saying that Indians was blue. No, that is false. Back then, the Indians were called Blueman because of the blue powder that they had over there, and they made and produced and stuff. So they were called Blueman. But what is this word Blueman that they were called, right? So let's see what that says. This is from the Middle English Dictionary. So it says Blueman, right? Blueman, an Ethiopian. Also a blackamoor or a Negro. Blue Man land, Ethiopia. So wait, the Bluemen, the Indians were called Negroes? Yes, they were called Negroes because they were dark. Not now. They wasn't called Indians back in the day. They were called Bluemen or Ethiopia. Ethiopians were, you wouldn't have to be from Ethiopia. You would if you were Ethiopian, it was to describe a black man or a black woman or a Negro in other terms. So being Ethiopia was to point out your color of what you are. So if you were black, you were called an Ethiopian. If you were white or whatever, you would be called what was called white back then. So boom. That's that, right? But I want to go here to this book. This is the source right here. Nature Knows No Color Line by J.A. Rogers. Very good book if you check it out. But here it says, of one black Buddha in the case of, maybe hold up. First, I want to break this down. So basically, the Indians back then, they used to worship the Buddhas, all that stuff, the Hindu stuff and stuff like that. But it says, I'm going to get to this part, but it says here, of one black Buddha in the case of Aurangabad, he says his features are large, his hair curly. His whole resemblance is so much allied to that of the African as to have given origin to the opinion of some that Buddhism had an extra Indian origin. So wait, this basically saying here that the Indians made their Buddha statues of that of a Negro, an African black man, right? So they literally drew the statues of what they look like, right? And it says here, Godfrey Higgins says the religion of Buddha of India is well known to have been very ancient. In the most ancient temples scattered throughout Asia, where his worship is yet continued, he is found as yet with the flat face, thick lips, and curly hair of the Negro. Several statues of his may be met in the Museum of East India Company. So this is basically saying that, like I said before, the Indians literally drew their statues that look like a black man or a black woman or a black whatever. So they're basically drawing them as what they look like, basically. And it says here, the religion of the Negro God is found in the ruins of his temples and other circumstances to have been spread over an immense extent of country, even to the remotest parts of Britain, and to have been professed by devotees inconceivably numerous, that the Buddhists were Negroes. The icons of their God clearly prove. For additional facts on the Negro Buddhas, throughout with pictures of them in the. But anyway, that's just saying what if you want to check it out or anything. But we're basically seeing here that the Indians were Negroes. And I'll be confirming this more in this next page. So it says here, the Indian movies like Prattis had a milk white cast. How could Indians, I ask myself, make a picture with a cast so unrepresentative of Indians themselves? All the members of the cast look like Italians and Greeks. They were a white set. So it's basically saying that they were putting false Indians, in the movies, like of what he saw. He saw them black and they drew them and they made them white. So here it says, but India is just running over with brown, dark brown, and black people. The yellows and the fair are a minority. Not white, but black. They were black Indians, not white. See, they try to make it so dimmed down as to they were white back then. They were actually black Negro people. So it says here, so small that you don't even meet them on the streets. Take any handful of the Indians and they are dark. But you couldn't tell that from seeing one of their motion picture. See, they try to put it in all these movies and try to make them seem like they were all light people. No, they were actually black, dark people. They try to make it so dimmed down and try to mellow everything down. And that's just not how it goes. You always go from the facts, but they choose to deceive. But I will be beginning to wrap up this video. So if you like the video, hit that like button. If you didn't, dislike. It still helps us out either way. And hope you all enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Shalom.